A little stream here, playing some kind of a goofy game, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and keep it up. Going to go to a new game here. And what this game is, well, what it's called, anyway, is Recettear. And what it is a whole nother thing entirely. Um, it's got some really goofy anime BS here. Like, I'll let you go ahead and see a little bit of this, right? Um, but it also has some really good gameplay. So I'm not going to probably watch or interact with a lot of this storyline. I just want to get to some of the gameplay, which is kind of fun. And, I'm doing it new for this episode here, but I had played a little bit. And, you know, it's a pretty fun game for what it's worth. So, what we're going to do is probably just go ahead now that you've maybe seen. Maybe you haven't. Let's give it another second here. But you're seeing um, some of the kind of some of the sounds, some of the gameplay, what it's all about, right? You're seeing it. All right. It's nothing special. It's got a very anime kind of look to it. Well, it's nothing. There's nothing special to me. All right. Um, it's funny. Some of the writing is excessively funny. Every once in a while. Every once in a while, you're going to get one of these lines that are like, what did you just say? But I'm not kind of here for the gameplay. So we're going to go ahead and skip some of this. And so I basically know what to do. And given that fact, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's happening. So you have a town. You have, your shop, your recettear, I suppose. I'm supposing that means shop or something along those lines. And the town consists of, as far as I understand it so far, a couple simple things. The market and the merchant's guild is where you pretty much get everything. So far from me. Now, I haven't played it that much. Maybe I'm still, kind of low grade at it. But, I figured I'd stream it anyway, right? It's good fun. So, basically, the market is where you're going to find food. Makes sense. The food, everything kind of slowly grades upward as you sell more, as you learn more as a merchant. It's got decent gameplay. It really does. It's fun for what it's worth. I mean, here I can let you, kind of watch this for a moment. I think I need to go in settings and go affect some of the sounds because it looks like I've taken away most of them because I was doing something else while playing this, earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this is the guild master. He's here. He's going to let us buy stuff. Eventually we can even do things called fusion where we can mix items together. Here's him kind of talking about it. Blah, blah, blah. All right, I don't know whether or not, moving through these actually does anything for, actual progression. I don't think it does. I think that would be a really weird game mechanic, but, there are weirder game mechanics. So, you can go, you can buy. When you have a shop, you'd think that, oh, and this is something that maybe should have been a little bit more obvious to someone, I wasn't made obvious to me, when I first looked at it, that, you can just press left and go find all of these other, types of things. Alright, so what you want to do is buy a good amount of items. And why you need to do that is, it's pretty obvious. You've got a shop, you're selling items, and, you're going to want to buy, though, not these expensive items. You really should be smart and buy these cheaper items, because for now, if you want to have a full shop day, you're going to have a lot of people come in and they'll want different things. They won't want necessarily just a weapon. They're going to also want, potentially hats seem to be a pretty common one. I'm going to buy a hat here. Kind of weird, simple, mechanics, as it were, but it works. You know, a bracelet. Sometimes they'll ask for a bracelet. Sometimes they'll ask for, you know, armor. And so I'll just get a couple of these random things here, making sure that I have a little bit to offer for just about everything, right? So maybe I'll even get this focus staff. I don't know. Let's go ahead and call it, you know, there. I don't think I need anything else. We're going to go over to the market. I don't think even if we can even. I just realized that, yeah, the market's closed right now. That's a little silly. You know, I forgot because, you know, it's been a while since I've done literally the first stages of this. Okay, so, you know, she'll tell you a little bit, like what you put out on your shop, you know, window says something about your store, blah blah blah. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be putting out these really cheap items, but you know, my store is not some high class, you know, boutique right now. So, I think it's fine. And I do have one thing of bread. Alright. Yeah, alright. You're just wonderful, aren't you? Okay, and you can even talk to her. She'll give you some information. Here, Will. If you... Oh, she won't yet. Gosh, how ridiculous. Because it's a new game. So that's fine. Alright, we're gonna skip all of this tutorial stuff. You know, basically it tells you that about 30% up is... Killer dog. Jeez, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but anyway. 30% up is essentially how high the grading is. If you go like 5% below that, you usually can get the sale, depending on who it is. Okay, see, so along those lines, I'll say, you know, 30% up. A bit expensive, isn't it? You know, like I can go ahead and lower it down and guarantee the sale. And it's not necessarily even something I have to do. That's what they tell you. They say, you know, you can, you know, hold at your level, and they'll probably, you know, be accepting of that. Okay, well, I can go do things in the town. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're letting me know that I have a massive debt. You know, the little fairy lady, came along and told me, hey, guess what? You've got a massive debt. So, I mean, you can see here, I need to pay 10,000 in a week. That will progressively go up as you continue onward, and you usually will probably lose your first game. But what's important is that you get a couple of really expensive items before then. So I could stay here and sell. I'm not going to right now, though. So we're going to go over to the market. We don't have money for most things, so what we're going to do, probably get candy and an apple. How about that? Don't have money for any of the other simple things, but we could make sure that we have a treasure. And we will. Alright, so a few more things for the shop. Nothing special. Could show you some of these other things. They're basically, as far as I've seen it so far, the chapel and town square have just been talking points. Tier and Recettear, really? Is that where they were going with that? I don't know what the reference is. Alright, so anyway, you know, they just talk back and forth. Here we are. We finally got ourselves over to the Adventurers Guild. Now, what this place actually does is it has these swordsmen. You know, for now we only have this one guy. I don't understand how you get more. We'll figure that out, I'm sure, in time. But we have this one swordsman, and what you're supposed to do is run through this dungeon, basically. Now, this guy will actually come to your shop, buy things, and by buying things, he will become better. You know, all of his equipment, he will literally, you know, be wearing that new equipment, so he could become much better, and you can make him stronger by maybe selling him something cheaply, trying to just give it to him almost. You know, but that's going to come at the cost of money. And, you know, I don't know if that increases his fee once he actually beats through a, you know, level, because his fee starts at 350. But, anyway, let me also, real quick, go over to the options because I have forgotten this, that I kind of turned all this down. So there we go. There's a little bit more general sound. You know, that was kind of silly of me to just completely cut it like that. But anyway, good now. So, don't know whether or not it's too loud. Seems like it probably isn't. I'm willing to bet, you know, that my voice, the timbre of my voice, is probably holding over it. So, I'm fine with that. Alright, so why don't we go ahead and just start off by just departing with him. I don't think there's anything I can give him that will be useful at all. Yeah, I don't understand, you know, much in the way of how items work in correlation to these guys. What I've usually done is I've killed a few guys, gotten a few levels maybe, and then I will run through the dungeon for the most part. But I've only gotten to the first 2 dungeons, you know. I'm sure that this game has a little bit of expansiveness, but it's kind of more fun because it, you know, cuts you down. You know, you're trying real hard to, you know, win, and it'll just cut you. It'll just be like, nope. So, why don't we go ahead and just I don't know why I'm even showing you this crap. Basically, oh, you know, we're not gonna die. We're just sitting here next to him, you know. But if he dies, we get 1 item. It's a lot of, you know, and you know, the writing maybe is one of the things that might attract you to it, and you might really enjoy the game for the writing. I've read through it, and it was semi-funny. It wasn't amazing, but it was semi-funny. See, this is a good amount of XP here that I can get for free because they're just kind of ruminating around. Now, when they first came out of the treasure box, I should have hit my, you know, second button. You know, they have button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4. Alright, well, ZX, CVB, you know. But anyway, I should have hit my second button. And what I mean by that is, I should have, you know, well, frankly, touch the second button. Now, what does that do? Well, you know, if you saw when I was in the circle, I pressed that button, and it does kind of a flourish that will do more damage. Now, those little blue ones, they die to that flourish, so perhaps you could sit in the middle, wait for them all to come in, and you just kill them all in one little hit. I think that that's the intention, or what they mean for you to do. But, you know, I've usually, I died to that when I first started playing, because it was, you know, the only, ooh, ingredient, that can be useful. But I died to that when I first started playing, and why was because I just didn't know. I kept getting caught in the middle, and I didn't even realize they were coming in at first, right? So you just end up dying. It's pretty funny. Caught out by something so simple. But then again, you don't even realize when you first start playing, oh, that you have, you know, this spell right there. You don't even realize it. And this is where the running past things usually would come into play more. But I think that I'm okay, good. I was able to, you know, kill enough so that I gain a level, gain my health back. Pretty simple mechanics, right? But, you know, the mechanics are, they're important for what it's worth. And the mechanics for how you end up getting hit can be very annoying, but they work as well. And I'm getting quite a few things here, so I wouldn't mind being able to survive this. I'm going to just farm up some of these easier guys real quick too, because I can. Well, it keeps seeming to spawn, or maybe they're moving around, but regardless, I'm going to just go to the next floor. You do not have to attack these guys. You can just run right on by them. And it's not a bad way to do things, to be quite honest. But I'm trying to get, you know, levels right now because I am so low. Oh, hey, Tangent Man, how you doing? Just playing some weird-ass game here, man, that I heard about the other day. Fuck yeah. Yeah. It's a little simple and weird, but, you know, basically you'll see some of the other gameplay in a second, but you're a guy that's, you know, got or a girl, and like it said, it's anime bullshit, right? But you're this girl that has a shop, and she's basically running the shop. You know, this portion of it is where you're in the dungeon, and with this adventure, whatever you can get and bring back without killing him, you end up selling at the shop, right? But you know, you've got like till the end of these 7 days to pay the debt. You know, a new debt keeps getting accrued, right? So basically, it's cool. You'll kind of see the premise as it plays out. But right now, I'm just kind of farming in here, trying to make it so I can actually get through the 5 levels that you have to get through to, you know, survive and actually be able to go to other dungeons. And look at that. See, so I'm actually doing pretty good. Let's see, I can't even hear whatever the song is. And oh, there it is. Oh no, that's all Recettear, man. I'm pretty sure Auto DJ. You know, hold on. I don't see Nightbot in the chat, so let me go check real quick and make sure that he's in the chat, and then I'll make sure Auto DJ is back on. Okay, Nightbot just restarted, man. So it may be that, you know, you might have to wait a minute for the song request, because Nightbot doesn't seem to be working right now. So just keep that in mind. But once Nightbot comes back on, I don't know if I can go throw, you know, song request on MooBot. I don't know enough about MooBot yet. But let me go check. Run command. Let's see if I can just throw song request on a command for MooBot. Yeah, I don't know enough about MooBot, man. So once Nightbot's back in order, I will I'll get that going. You can throw on some music, man. But yeah, it's for now, you know, kind of screwed. But yeah, man, how you doing? Yeah, that's why Nightbot seemed to go out of the another never before seen game. Oh yeah, I never saw this before. You know, I was watching Total Biscuits podcast, right? And Dodger was talking about this, so I was kind of interested in it. Oh shit, better press the right button. And it's ridiculous. Like, can you hear the noises? It's ridiculous. Oh shit, this ridiculous anime nonsense. But you know, in noises and in, you know, the stuff that they say in actual text context. But, you know, the actual gameplay is kind of fun. Fairly simple, but kind of fun. But yeah, I'll keep checking up on Nightbot, because yeah, I know that this music's a little bit simplistic. Even though I did turn it up a little bit louder, and I'll probably turn it down once we actually do get Nightbot running, so we can do song requests. But yeah, this is an interesting game. And if I can actually get the hell out of this dungeon, I'll have a pretty good boost. I might not have to just restart, you know, because usually you get screwed over and you have to restart again. But the little benefit is that you get to keep all the crap in your, you know, shop. So, you know, it's not all bad. And I'm kind of farming here because this dungeon is so easy. And because if I do get through it, I'll be doing much better. Now, if my brother could just stop downloading porn, it wouldn't buffer so much. You know what, man? I was watching Twitch the other day, and I was having huge issues too. So I think that they're having issues in a general way, and maybe it's not just you. Because, what was I watching? I was watching, even when I was watching Hearthstone, I was watching StarCraft for a bit. All of them, I kept getting fucking pissed off, because I'm like watching like these finals. And then what ends up happening is I can't even finish it, you know, because I mean something happens and then it's buffering and then I have to like reload, right? And then I like missed the finals twice, like the final, you know. Sadly, there are also as many others using the internet right now. It buffers too. Yeah, that's the problem I thought I was having, because I thought, well, maybe there's just so many people on Twitch watching that I'm getting screwed over by that, you know, in and of itself. No, that's kind of useless. But anyway, you know, I was getting so pissed off it made me stop watching for a bit, because literally fucking several games, like both StarCraft games I was watching, I missed the last 2 minutes or 3 minutes of. And I kept coming back, and after the reload it would be like, motherfucker, they're like at the, you know, people, the broadcasters. And I was so pissed off. And then, what was next? Yeah, it happened twice with StarCraft. Then I go on, like, alright, I'll watch Hearthstone. Maybe that it'll be an easier, you know, watch. It won't be so difficult on the servers, or whatever the fuck I was thinking. Who knows? But same thing. I like literally got cut off from the end of these games, and I was just like, oh man, is this watchable? You know, I was kind of wondering, you know, can you watch it without having an, like, I need an Ethernet cable basically connecting my my computer to my internet, and that's not what I'm doing right now. I still get a great deal of download and upload speed. I get 40 megabytes and 11 megabytes, you know. So I mean, that's good. But oh, looks like Nightbot's in good order. So I'm gonna go ahead and have that join back up, and then maybe I'll even go into here in the options. So you can go ahead and turn some music on if you want, man, and turn the music down just a little bit. So then, if you do turn something on, it's not being so competitive with this noise. But anyway, yeah, you know, so if you're having buffering issues, you know, don't feel like it's just you, because I think that, you know, there's just a high viewer rating and they need to increase their what weird noises these guys make. Shit, I had no mana. Oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to die, man. Don't make me. Oh, not with a common shield too. I've like fucking 2 ingredients too. Ah, shit. I think I should just run by everybody else for this. But anyway, shit. You know, because this is the one part that's not, you know, kind of obvious of this game. Oh, no, stop it. Oh. Oh shit, I knew I shouldn't have. A fucking greedy little son of a bitch. Damn it. Oh, what a greedy bitch I am. Fuck. Look at all that shit. I'm gonna get like none of it. What's the best? I think it's a common shield, yeah. Oh, damn it. That was really decent. You get up to 20 things? That was really decent. Fuck me, man. That would have been really a good one. All because I decided to kill that one guy. What a fucking idiot. I should have... Just don't kill those guys. I don't know what I was doing. Alright, so we got only one thing out of that. That's not really good. I still did go get... You know, you weren't here earlier, but I got some apples and some other bullshit to sell here. So, I mean, here's the other part of this game, right? You've got this, you know, shop, basically. Yeah, you can listen to these sounds, too. They're fucking ridiculous. Alright, scrap plate seems a little bit more expensive, and the worn sword's a little bit cheaper, I think, than the armband here. So, you know, very simple mechanics. You got a window. Put your best shit at the window, right? You know, I don't know if there's any other real mechanics. Sometimes I try to just put, you know, like the food all together. You know, try not to put this cheap shit out usually. I try to just buy expensive stuff the first time. I did okay. But I realized that it would be smarter to go buy a plethora of things, because people come in and they ask you for bullshit, and it's like different than the normal interaction. Like, here's, I think, a normal interaction. Yeah, so he's like, I want to buy this, so I'll give you 30% more. That's normal interaction, right? Oh, Jesus, what is with my internet? Holy shit. I'm not dropping that many frames, actually, which is surprising. Oh, there, it's fine now. But whoa, that was ugly for a minute. Alright, so it's fine. I've dropped like only less than 1% of frames, but still, that was really ugly for a minute. Okay. So, you know, this normal interaction. You get, you know, somebody coming in, they'll give you 30% more than the fee. But the other interaction is when somebody comes in, they ask you for something. They say, I want a hat. You know, and if you sold all your hats, then you can't, you know, deal with that interaction at all. So, you know, you can also, you know, like, I'm willing to bet she'll pay 130%, you know. And if we make it a little bit less, she'll definitely buy it, even if it's 1% less. Oh my gosh. See, that's amazing. And that's my only interaction. Oh, I'll get one more. See, this is how the sale interaction portion works. But that's surprising. See, this is why I don't mind. Yeah, see, most of them 30%. I mean, so that means I probably could have charged him 140%, you know? That's the simple mechanic. What can I get you? Okay. Oh, look. See, and this will increase his defense. So I want to sell this to him because he'll be stronger when I use him. So I'm going to say like 100%. I'm just going to say that's... Oh my gosh, I can't believe he'll buy it. It's probably because, you know, he's one of the cheaper Avengers, so he's willing to buy that cheaper stuff. I could have charged him more, but when I've been trying to sell him the more expensive stuff later in the game, he's like, no, I'm not going to buy it. Not a chance in hell. Because I'm just going to... I don't know, he's just a cheap bastard. I mean, I tried to sell him something at like half price. You know, losing over $2,000, and he was just like, no, man, what do I look like? But see, okay, so he actually went, he got something that, you know, will help him a little bit more when I use him next. Which is good. It's not great. And, you know, you can see, I don't understand exactly what all that means, because sometimes I make profits and they still say that I made losses. Listen to this sounds they make too, man. It's so crazy. And what's with the little... Like, they'll do, I'll show you it maybe later, but they do, like, the little, they've got the little air, or the little water bubble thing that goes, like, they're sweating. It's, like, the weirdest animations. It makes me want to make a game, because it's not hard, right? It's so simple. It's really, you could do it like this. Simple animations, you know. Like, watch these, like, the little question mark just came up. Is anything else going to happen? You know, but then again, this isn't... There it is. There's the little weird bubble. Or the weird little... Is she sweating? What the hell is that shit? Really weird. You know, that's a... It's an Asian culture thing. It looks like this is a kind of a Japanese origin style. I don't know enough about it. You know, anime is a lot of it is Japanese, but... Alright, so why don't we... I really want to go back to that dungeon and then not fuck it up. I think that's what we'll do. And so the other little thing that, you know, happens here is, you know, that you're not seeing over my face. Like here, I'll actually go and cut this for a second here. Is the day counter there. And that day counter basically has 4, you know, dials. You go for, you know, 4 times in the day, as it were. They're going to the market and the merchant guild and all these little 5 ones in the middle here. They don't take any time in the day. Yeah, see, I'm losing a few frames. I don't know why that is though. And I've got I'll keep an eye on it a little bit more. But anyway, you know, going to all these ones, they don't count for anything. Going to the Adventurers Guild takes 2 periods of the day, and you can sell for every period of the day. So, you know, if you have a bunch of stuff back at, you know, the Recettear or the shop, whatever, I think that's what they're meaning to say by Recettear is a shop. Then you can just, you know, stay there and sell stuff. And you need to, because you need money at the end of the week, right? So, I mean, we're going to go here again. He's already level 3. I think we're just going to use him again and just try not to suck this time. And do everything the way we did it last time, which is just kill fucking everything to try and get as many things as possible. Except for, you know, some of those... Listen to that noise. Okay, so, you know, maybe that... See, I find it weird, but it's just a different language. You know, the other thing that's really interesting about Japanese culture, Chinese culture, and I think even Korean cultures, all of their languages are a lot faster than the English language. Which is You know, and by faster I mean you can convey ideas faster, which is, you know, an interesting ideal for what, you know, defines a good or bad language. You know, it very well may not be very poetic or lyrical, but the ability to convey ideas so much faster. I think it's like 7 times faster or something in Japanese. Maybe it's in Chinese. I don't know, but I know that both have a pretty high quotient for being faster for literal speaking, which is, yeah, it's just like an interesting thing nobody would even, you know, take into consideration most of the time. Yeah, see, I've never made it out of the dungeon with like a huge, oh shit, with like a huge load of stuff. And that would be cool to do. Like that last one where we had 2 ingredients, you know, was pretty good. And we had some very good stuff. Not really, you know, like I think there was only 2 things that were of high value, but still. You know, that matters in this early game portion. Because you basically get screwed over either by, you know, the second week, which is like, maybe my brother has stopped the point now, I'm hoping, because it's still loading. You know, I'm losing. I'm looking, and it's like I'm losing frames though. So it may not just be you. Like it just cut down. Here it is again, and I just don't understand why. I'm looking at the broadcast. The broadcast doesn't look that bad, right? Because you know it's not a game that you know you need 1,000,000 frames for. But that's a little annoying. Oh, look at that. Fucking stupid game. Yeah, well, why is he downloading porn? Why don't you just go watch it off Pornhub or something, you know? Why even download it? I don't know. I don't see the point in that, personally. But, you know, sometimes you want to watch something particular, I suppose. But you should be able to find it, you know. But then again, maybe you don't want ads. I don't know. Maybe you need like a fucking 20-minute jerk session. Maybe there's reasons. Not ones I usually would ascribe to as being too terribly important, but where are all these guys coming from? Should I kill them? Do the chains give you higher levels of experience gain? I don't know enough about this game yet to know that. Alright, so I'm right on the cusp here, so I can go in... Nope, fuck my brother. See, I don't know if it's you though, man. I feel like maybe I gotta stop the stream for... Yeah, man. Maybe I gotta stop the stream for a minute and go reset my... Look at... Even my webcam doesn't want to work. Ah, but see, we got Sir... Mr. Rax coming in now. So now I feel bad about stopping the stream. But man, I'm losing some frames here, and I don't know why. And now it's equilibrated again. It's back to, you know, 3,500 kilobits per second upload. But I've lost up to 10% of frames in the meantime. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, shit. I bet you're not going to enjoy that auto DJ because it ain't working, man. Let me go throw it up. Fuck. That's funny. There you go. So that'll hopefully make things a little bit easier for you with your Sanic shit. There you go, buddy. I know how important it is to listen to this stuff for you, you guys. I don't know why, but it's super important. And we get to have some, like, little anime, like, over it, too, so that's even funnier. Yeah, man. Everybody seems to like this. I don't know if they like it, like, you know, kind of sarcastically, or if they really like it. It's weird. Because it doesn't seem like something you would, like, know what? You like it generally, or close that shit? What, the Sanic? There you go, buddy. If that's what you're referencing, there you go. And if it's not what you're referencing, then... yeah, it is kind of cancer. But I don't understand why people like it too much. You know, like I was telling somebody, if you really like that, go and do it the service of putting it in a proper mixing, thing, and lowering the high frequencies, putting in a drum beat and stuff. It's insane spam. I don't know, man. It's not even that bad. Like I was saying to like some of these trolls that were coming the other day, man, you want to go put in something bad, you go put in crass asylum. You go really insult somebody's religion or something. Like that Allahu Akbar shit. I mean, that's kind of insulting, I suppose, but nobody really understands it. I think that you're being kind of cast aside or cast astray if you think that that's insulting, but crass asylum, that's more like a lot of people are Christian and they don't understand some of the ideals of, kind of the Christian patriarchy and why it may be bad. And, having these women, like these crazy ass fucking punk women, shouting all this insane anti-Jesus stuff is, I think, just more, trolly on if you need to be. Did it say walnut bread +4? What the fuck was that? Because you don't need that shit. It's 110 gold. I guess you sell it at the market. I don't know how. It's just to annoy people? Oh, well, it never gets me, like, I've had much worse things happen to me, than just a simple, Sonic remix. Just like the take on air horn and any of that shit, it's not that bad sounding. I don't know why people think it's so. And also, I don't know why everybody hates Rick Astley so much. The song isn't that bad. It's not that bad on most technical... I guess they don't hate him. It's just the Rick Rolled thing. It's a whole different thing, right? That has nothing to do with, hating Rick Astley. So, it's just weird. It's just funny to me. I don't know. Because I don't got anything against... it's a good song. The guy can sing even. Can't really fight it. It's goofy as hell. I'll give you that, but you want some goofy shit, go anywhere in the 80s, man. Go to Twisted Sister or something, There's some really dumb shit out there. Don't think you're... Look, I stream, so if you want to hook up, you can contact me. Well, good. Fuck, well, I also... Maybe I can't hook up right now because I'm in the middle of goddamn... killing some stupid little shit. Well, yeah, man. You ever want to stream something? If you ever play League of Legends or something, that's fine with me. You ever doing something else that's interesting? I don't mind. I was thinking it might be fun to just get a bunch of viewers together. Yeah, well, don't worry. We're probably too far away from each other, and you probably don't have big enough tits. But anyway, you don't have to have that big of tits to be with me, actually. I take girls of all types. But, and you're probably not a chick, but the joke goes on. Anyway, I was thinking it'd be fun to get like a group of, viewers. Fuck you, you fucking stupid goddamn goat thing. Fucking bane of my existence. Anyway. It'd be fun to get some streamers together, some viewers together, anyone, and try and get a League of Legends, team. Or get it so that, you had a group of viewers that would come in, in different intervals, because, everybody's from a different time. And you'd always try to play, you'd, like, get a little, like, esports team together. And I'm sure it would all be bronzy noobs like me, but it would still be funny as hell. Because you could see, like, I think that you would see the difference of having a team that you can, like, say, fuck you, you fucked up right here, versus, having 5 idiots, right, that you don't know, or 4 idiots you don't know. MMO, LO, and Dota, games like that. Well, there's what games you play, man. You know what, I'll go play all kinds of ridiculous stuff. I want to go and stream a whole Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Fuck you, you little... And, I'll go play silly games like this, and, just games that I just find interesting. But that's because they are. This game has gameplay that's actually pretty good. Like, this is just like a little fun, like, oh, hey, man, thanks for following. And that actually works. Alright, that's great. You show me my new follower thing actually works, too. I really appreciate that. If I had a little bit more water in me, I'd try some Batman voice for you. I'll go make sure to follow you too, because I know how much that stuff is important. Just to have a couple more numbers next to your name. It's kind of weird and simple like that. I'll join League of Legends, but I'm level 25. Well, keep working, man. What the hell? Only level 25. And don't worry, if you suck, you know, you'll learn how to play pretty easily if you're terrible, because you'll play badly. People will call you out on it in bronze and anywhere. And unless you're completely daft and you really want to be like, fuck you, I know what I'm doing, I'm better than you, then you're going to be able to, motherfucker, what are these frame losses? Alright, what the fuck? I don't know, you guys can tell me how much frame losses you're getting, but I'm seeing fucking way too many frames being lost. And it's pissing me off. Because I know it's probably just my fucking ISP needs to be fucking reset. But that's fucking pissing me off. You only play on the weekends? Oh, well, that's cool, man. That's fine. But you tell me if you're having a lot of stream loss right now, because I'm looking over at my OBS, I'm getting pissed off here. And I know that it's just my ISP needs to be reset. Oh, you motherfucker. You know, this kind of game where it probably doesn't matter that much, and it's not losing that much, right? But I don't understand why it's like fidgeting in between 1200 kilobits and goddamn, you know, 0. What the hell? I don't know. You let me know whether or not I need to actually go and, you know, take a 10-minute break. And, oh, well, you know, if you don't like playing it, don't play it, man. I understand. You know, League of Legends can be a fucking nightmare. It can be a nightmare. But are you having this stream loss thing? Are you seeing this? Is it not affecting you? Because it's affecting, you know, it's not affecting the visuals. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. Oh man, I don't want to die here. That sucks. But listen, man, I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes, okay? Oh, you're EU West. Oh yeah, that does kind of suck. But maybe I won't be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes, okay? I'm gonna go reset my ISP because I'm kind of concerned about my kilobits per second that are uploading. I don't know if it's causing you any issues if you see